How to create a successful online course for 2023. It's simpler than ever to create an online course, and I'm not exaggerating. In less time than it takes to go through your email inbox, you may create a brand new online course thanks to the development of new course platforms and user-friendly technologies. Okay, that's exaggeration. However, creating an online course is a goal that is reachable with a little preparation and the right support. Why make a course online? It's crucial to understand why you are working so hard before beginning to create your online course. Is it worth the effort and expense to create an online course? Numerous analysts concur. Education nowadays is undergoing radical changes. Even though you would typically associate learning with large lecture halls, chalkboards, or even children's television shows like Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers, the trend in education is moving toward online learning. Global Industry Analysts, a market research group, projects that the online education market will reach $370 billion by 2026. Online courses had completely surpassed traditional schooling before the COVID-19 pandemic. People are looking for online courses as a good alternative to other forms of education. Even international institutions and schools are beginning to provide more online learning tools. The desktop or mobile device you already spend the most of your day on is where education will take place in the future, not in a traditional classroom. Online courses are very popular right now. You're not too late to the game, you're just in time to catch the wave according to its trajectory. Identify the opportunity. The secret to designing an effective online course is figuring out precisely what result your audience is seeking for and what issue they are trying to solve. Do they want to become developers and progress their careers by learning Python, or do they want to master the most recent SEO marketing strategies to increase the volume of organic visitors to their website? The power of knowledge. People desire to use that power to change themselves for the better by picking up new skills. Your online course's objective is to assist them in making that shift. Finding the issue that your audience must resolve is harder said than done, though. Before you rush off to develop something you think someone would need, you must identify the proper opportunity. This will take some time and investigation. Identifying opportunities. Here are some methods for identifying opportunities. Publish a survey. Send a survey to your email list subscribers if you have one to find out what they are having trouble with or what they would like to learn. Ask your social media followers to find out what your fans want or need. Publish a post or conduct a survey on your social media platforms. Search purpose to see what topics people are searching for. Open a search browser and begin typing. Do some study on Google Trends or use a free SEO tool. Go to Quora to find out what your audience is discussing. Check out forum websites like Quora, Reddit, and Stack Overflow. Is there a particular query that's attracting a lot of interest? Do you detect any recurring themes or patterns in the questions? Are there any particular queries that keep coming up? Verify your course. It's time to validate your grand course concept once you have one. Before performing a complete smoke test, wait to go on to the next phase and begin planning and developing your route. Even if you have a fantastic idea, that doesn't guarantee that your course will be equally fantastic. Avoid wasting hours of your time and effort on something that nobody will ultimately want. Keep in mind that you want paying clients. Consider the number of unread books that are sitting on people's desks and the unused annual gym subscriptions. You don't want shaky customers to validate your notion, are they? However, when individuals are interested, it can be challenging to validate a concept. On the other hand, when you force customers to act, it might be simple to collect data. This is when a smoke test is useful. Smoke test. When you begin marketing an online course before it is finished, this is known as a smoke test. To do this, create a landing page and drive visitors to it to check if anyone clicks the prominent Purchase Now button. To determine whether they will enroll in your course when they visit, find your potential students online. Send out an email blast, leave forum comments, and share your landing page on social media. You should just need a few days to complete the entire process, a few hours to set up a landing page, and perhaps 2 or 3 days to promote it. All that remains to be done is to review the data. You want to see how many people tried to buy your online course after clicking through. Decide on a goal click-through rate. Congratulations! Your idea has been successfully validated if your smoke test results reach or surpass the goal rate. If not, it's time to start over with the concept. 3. Lay out your course. The most challenging aspect of developing an online course is drafting your outline. You make all the decisions here on the information you will and won't share with your audience. There are many queries and solutions on the internet. The likelihood is that your content already exists online somewhere, unless you're teaching something incredibly novel. However, people often pay to be transformed rather than necessarily for the information. Their ability to be led from point A to point B, from where they are now to where they want to be, is what makes your course valuable. Start reusing your existing content to create an excellent course plan as soon as possible. A huge amount of time can be wasted trying to develop brand new content from start, and the effort may not be worthwhile. Take a look at the blog pieces, articles, social media updates, manuals, white papers, and webinars you already have. Create a digestible online course using your top-performing content. But don't go too far into the weeds just yet. This is the step where the outline is created. Assemble the course's essential components and arrange them in the most readable manner. Your information should be divided into sections or modules. When a module is finished, your student has successfully mastered a new concept or skill. The structure of your course should be created to support students' natural evolution. They ought to acquire the fundamental skills needed to advance from beginner to expert. 4. Build your online course. It's time to start building the course once you've filled in the holes in your plan. It's up to you whether your course is textual, audio, video, or a combination of all three. Just make sure it makes sense for your audience. Create the content, and then practice delivering it. To keep your audience interested, use interactive components such as quizzes, assignments, and to-do lists. Along the process, test your content on friends and coworkers to make sure you're going in the right direction. You do not want this to end up like your biology class in high school. Choose a course platform. You must choose a course platform in addition to creating the course in order to host your important content. Your complete course can be uploaded to YouTube, sure, but anyone can do it. Your course will look more professional and be easier for students to utilize if you choose a platform designed specifically for it. The platforms we suggest are listed below. 5. Locate your initial group of students. In relation to testing, you should locate your initial group of pupils as soon as you can. Your course will be tested by this beta test group, who will provide you with frank comments so you may make changes before releasing it to the broader public. Your first group of students will serve as future success stories, case studies, and brand advocates. They'll help you figure out what works and doesn't with your course and provide you with crucial feedback on how to proceed. Any well-crafted course must dedicate itself to assisting your students while they through their own development. Remember, they are paying you to transport them from point A to point B. They can find the information anywhere else for free. Giving your new students the course for free and allowing them one-on-one time with the instructor will enough to stress test your course. You could publish courses, for instance, and then hold a Q&A session to dig further and identify problem points. Excellent if you address them in the course. If not, you might have to update and edit the course before it launches. 6. Begin marketing your online course. Launch time has arrived. To put yourself up for success, you must first conduct your due diligence. If your students can't discover your online course, neither you nor they will benefit much from it. Any successful course requires a solid marketing strategy to support it. For launch day and beyond, prepare your promotional content in advance. The list continues forever. For our comprehensive guide to content marketing, see this post. Your acceptance and acceleration will primarily depend on the initial launch phase, just like the success of most goods does. If you do this correctly, you'll set yourself up for long-term success. 7. Strengthen your community. Your course's launch is simply the beginning of your students' transformation. It's time to guide them on their adventure at this point. This includes facilitating Q&A sessions, replying to homework requests, returning emails, and interacting with your students. It also entails occasionally going back over your course materials to update and edit out-of-date courses and add fresh, pertinent material. Your course losing its relevance is one of the simplest ways to become outdated. A 3-year-old Instagram course won't cover the most recent and greatest updates. In order to remain current, it must be regularly updated. You'll also need to solve the issue of course completion. Online courses generally have pretty poor completion rates, with some reporting figures as low as 4%. We've seen rates as high as 60% for some of our courses, but it's difficult to identify the secret to lowering churn. Maintain student interest. Most instructors overlook the fact that online learning is essentially self-sufficient when developing an online course. It's not like school, when a parent or instructor continuously reminds you to complete your work. Making sure your pupil remains motivated throughout the entire process is crucial. You achieve this by ensuring that your pupils are attaining real results of any size. They must witness the transformation for themselves in order to stay on board. When I ever utilize imaginary numbers, the student in math class once asked the teacher. That young man was undoubtedly finished with math, possibly forever, if the teacher didn't have a convincing argument to support it. Worksheets, assignments, and extra tools and resources can help you keep your pupils interested. Give them something to do with the information rather than just dumping it on them. Here is an illustration of what we include at the conclusion of each class. 8. Selling your online course. Although you might want to make your course as accessible as possible, charging for the instruction is actually in your best interest and the best interest of your students. The amount you charge for your course and the degree of student engagement are directly correlated. Because of a peculiarity in human nature, people are less likely to accept content that is free or inexpensive and have low expectations for results. People innately believe they are getting better value when you raise the price. Once someone buys your course, they are immediately driven to get their money's worth. Nobody likes to feel as though they are wasting hundreds of dollars on useless items. Bring your online course to life. All there is to it is that, although we won't pretend it's quick and simple, we know it's worthwhile.